All right, welcome to DeGINerates. We're back. It's been a bit. I know the sparingly released episodes, but I think I say it all the time, but life happens, shit happens. But we're here today. It's Ricardo with Billy Less than Zane.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, what's up? How you doing, man?
Doing very well. I appreciate you having me on and being able to be a part of the pod. It's exciting.
Yeah. It's an exciting new direction, I guess you'd say.
I think so
I
too.
wouldn't say it's not a complete abandonment of the past, but it's just a little bit of a alteration. Billy here is probably going to try and join us more regularly as he can, with Cristiago pursuing life's adventure. Is a nice say, yeah.
There's definitely a new venture he's got going on, huh? I'm excited for him. Should be cool.
I don't know if you want me to announce it. I'll let him maybe announce it. Like we'll have another couple episodes before he's.
Yeah. And he's not gone. He's not gone for good. He'll be here. He's not dead.
He's not going to Iran. Like going to Ukraine. But So anyway, welcome back, everyone. If you haven't noticed, I've been trying to expand the band, expand the brand. We made Discord, which we're recording in right now. I tried to buff out the Discord server. More features. Anybody have any feedback? It's always welcome because I don't really know much about Discord. I'm learning, and so any advice is welcome. I don't know about you, Billy. I don't know how you how much forte you have in Discord.
Well, what I like about Discord is the different channels that you can see that you've created, where it allows us to kind of have a conversation about certain topics and it's relate to that one, so that it's not clogging up a feed of conversation and getting lost in the sauce. If we want to talk about sports, we can talk about sports in the sports channel. If you want to talk about food, in the food channel.
So that was like the idea, I guess, is that because everyone's listening. We're like 92 episodes deep in this, right? We've covered like the gamut.
Yeah.
There's no specific genre that we're like trying to stick to. You know what I mean? Like, the most of it is just being disorderly, just being us, being dudes, being friends, hanging out. So like, I thought it was a good idea just to be like, hey, some guys want to come in and talk about sports. Some guys want to talk about cookies. You know what I mean? Like, so like, it's a good, and video games. You're like, we all know, maybe, I don't know what gave it away, maybe, but like, I'm kind of a nerd. There's some things back here that kind of, a little bit of nerdism. I think some people aren't that far down that road. Some people are further down that road. So I thought it was a good idea to like, kind of talk here wherever you want. And I didn't put any moderations on it. So I think if you want to be as ridiculous
disorderly
as
you may say,
that's the point, right? So then we made a Discord, trying to expand the Facebook page a little bit more, trying to reach more audience, grow it.
We got Twitch going.
We got Twitch going. That's right. We started streaming. Billy here, we play a lot of NHL 95, almost at 25. I'm a little off by a couple of decades. But
I feel like we'd be better at 95.
Probably. But we decided to just start streaming, and it's not like the most entertaining thing in the world, but if you want to just come in and hang out, that's also an option. Like we're just playing games. Trying to see how that goes too. Maybe post them on YouTube. Afterwards, YouTube videos are going up. Try and put them up as fast as possible. Again, not the best video editor. But anyway, that's our other.
But we hope that you join us on it. If we on the journey, essentially, we're trying to expand and make it. I mean, just looking at it right now, I mean, it's pretty cool that we're not in the studio. I mean, you're in the studio, but we're states away and we're live streaming for the first time.
That's true. I would say, yeah, I know. It's funny because I think Mr. Brandy says it a lot that like podcasts remote record all the time. I don't know why you guys can't do it, And I was like, I don't understand why we can't figure it out,
Mm-hmm.
I do think there is a missing dynamic of having interactions live.
Yes, of course.
Always will be, but yeah, that's another
with the setup you have in the studio. I mean, it's just so it I mean, even the way the chairs are set up, it just reminds me of having like that kind of like basement feel that was away from your house. It wasn't your bedroom, wasn't the living room where your parents had control. It was, it's the spot that you had, the little hangout spot. And that's the vibe I got when I was sitting in the studio.
Yeah, I was saying, like, it's like, do you ever watch, like, all right, so we've been watching a lot of Downton Abbey. Okay.
Love Downton Abbey.
Okay. So we're watching it and like, you okay. So perfect. So like, you notice how like, when they want to have their conversations, they'll have their whiskey.
Yes.
In like a room with like a fireplace, and they're just kind of like hanging out there, talking shop and stuff. That's kind of what I think the idea was at the studio. It's just like you just come and sit, and all the mics are already kind of just sit like right here on the walls and stuff, and then you just kind of talk. Don't even acknowledge the cameras. Don't even acknowledge the mics. Just hang out, have a couple drinks, and yeah. So also when we were expanding some other way, I just couldn't remember, but hey, it's okay. Forgot.
Well, the podcast will be available still on Spotify.
Oh yeah.
So
I guess like YouTube. The other thing is like, oh yeah, that's what it is. So we just released the first in our series of me and Michael. We're gonna cover every Bond movie. I don't know if you checked it out yet, but Dr. No just came out Monday.
Okay.
That's another.
Yeah.
We're gonna do all 25 films.
Oh hell yeah! And you're on which one now?
We've released Dr. No. We just finished recording the Goldfinger episode.
Okay.
So we're trying to just kind of slowly release those in between everything else.
Like little drops. Yeah,
so it's going to be kind of, go check that out. It's going to be kind of a different feel. It's a different, or like not like a goofy retro. We do movie reviews and it's kind of silly.
Yeah.
Watch a lot of silly movies. This one's kind of like more just like looking back at like, a great franchise.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, well, here with Billy and you sipping on there, bud? Sipping on some hot dog water?
Kind of. No. It's just a beverage. Got that pumpkin beer from Cape May. I know we were talking about that.
Yeah.
I know the last time
got a can of that?
Brandy's mom is no, it's actually in the kitchen. I had it poured into the hot dog mug given to me by my buddy Luke.
You gotta show the cans. You gotta show them.
Yeah, I'll see if bartender Carlita can hear me. She may be able to bring me out a can.
Maybe I can.
But
I'll text Mr. Brandy real
quick.
If
it's a shameless plug here, we're not getting any money for it, but the Cape May Brewery Pick of the Patch pumpkin beer this year. They said they altered the recipe from last year, and I know we sent you down some. And I mean, myself, I'm not a big fan. Like, I'm not a huge fan of pumpkin beer. I love the season. I love pumpkin, like, spice things. Not so much like drinks per se, but the pumpkin beer, the Pick of the Patch, man, it allowed me to have more of just a sampling or more of a flight. I actually enjoy a full pint of. So highly recommend if those in the South Jersey area, wherever you may be, if you're able to
very specific region.
I know, right? Yeah, I mean, you can find it in Philly too. They distribute all over New Jersey. I don't think I've seen it in New York, but I've definitely seen it in Philly and Delaware. Little bodegas in the city have it. I couldn't believe it. I think we went to I think we were at a funeral, I think, in Philadelphia, and we stopped at a bodega, and they had. I was like, oh well. What better time
Yeah.
to pick up a six-pack? But
Best thing for grief. 6-pack.
exactly, yeah.
Well, maybe we'll get more audience from South Jersey region since you're here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe people will actually like you up there, but we'll see. So you grade it, you get it again, or you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've definitely. I mean, I've gotten it twice at the brewery since I've had it, and I know we've had at least maybe 3 six-packs worth because Carly enjoys it a lot as well. So,
like how long?
I mean, it was. I think it was released in early September. So, I mean,
Month, almost 2 months.
almost 2 months. So, I mean, I guess if you think
what time
about
of the
it,
day it is, Billy?
what time of the day? What is it? 10 o'clock? It's brunch time, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
But
according to Carly, brunch time, it's not really brunch unless there's mimosas.
I was gonna say,
Otherwise, it's just drinking with breakfast.
I was gonna say, I don't really think beer is a brunch thing. It's mostly mimosas, Bloody Marys.
If you were to have, if you were to be like, hey, like, kind of feeling like a beer for brunch, what would you end up having? Because I have a specific, like, brunch kind of feel with beer.
It's a beer. You're talking like what kind of beer?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know. I think I'd say like Blue Moon or something. Like a
There we go.
like
Yeah.
a kind of like shock top almost.
Mm-hmm. Oh, geez.
So,
Yeah, there's a down in Tampa when we were in Florida, they had a brewery that did a blood orange beer, and all the little brunch spots that had taps at least would carry it. And man, that changed the game. Honestly, I was like, man, like this is super enjoyable for the morning because I mean, I know you're not a fan of IPAs; they're very heavy, but the blood orange, like, it just kind of gave a little extra bite to it with the citrus. Instead of like, I like Blue Moon, I like Shock Top, but the blood orange kind of just gave a special feel to it.
Yeah, I think me and Mike actually made a blood orange. I think pale ale one time.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know you were in the brewing game. I
You
didn't
didn't know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, used to be a lot more, but yeah, definitely. We me and Mike part of Duhamel Brewing.
I like that.
Sorry, it's Brewhamel Industries.
Brewhamel, okay.
Brewhamel, and so we had a good run for a couple of years, and then he moved up. So
yeah,
sometimes when partner in crime, it's harder to like keep it up.
Absolutely, yeah. I know there's a lot of nuance to it too. You can't just walk in and go do it. It's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of time and waiting, letting it sit. I'm trying to.
It's definitely a process. There's a process, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's not bad. I think like it's one of those things where like the more you do it, the more like you just kind of like tweak it a little bit, and then you figure out your method.
Niche. Yeah,
your niche. Yeah. So I think our magnum opus was hibiscus blueberry wheat beer. Hefeweizen.
Ooh, that sounds good. Holy cow!
Yeah, it was really good. It was we made it for his daughter's 2nd birthday, I want to say.
Damn, baby getting wasted.
And she drank the whole keg. It was insane. No,
she did cake stand and everything.
Yeah,
bring in the 2-year.
But no, it didn't last very long. I'll tell you that. But that was a good one. I want to get back into it. I have all the stuff now, so.
Oh really? Well, I mean, you kind of have the space with that garage.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
think
that's another avenue we're gonna do to expand the brand. We're gonna make beer. Then we're gonna review it on our episodes.
It's funny. I'm surprised you didn't think about a distillery. Like,
Yeah, it's just harder to get into that than it is.
That's
brewing.
true. Yeah.
Speaking of beer, I had this thought. right, I'm just fixing my hair. This is a problem with me seeing myself in the camera. I just keep fixing my hair.
Yeah.
All right, I have an idea, and it looks like let's see. Chris is not in the chat, so I think he's gonna come down. He might come down next weekend.
Oh, okay.
And Mike, I want to. We had this idea. All right, and Chris doesn't like beer.
Not at all.
All right, not at all. Doesn't like beer at all. So he says he doesn't had any of the cheap beers. You know, he never really ever had them.
Like Natty Ice or Bush Light or
Not even that
Kirkland.
cheap. I'm talking like Coors and like uh, Bud Light. Like all this shit. So my
Really?
idea
Huh.
is I got a little like a bunch of snifters, little glasses, a little blindfold on them. I didn't have the blindfold. I'll just pour them in. I'll pour them in a glass.
I mean, what are you gonna really? I mean, the only really thing you could tell, like if you look at like Miller Lite or Coors Light compared to Bud Light, it's a little darker. It's not gonna really tell that much of a difference.
So I'm gonna like have them take a little taste test of like 16 beers.
Yeah.
Which one he thinks is the best.
Okay. You gonna throw Michelob Ultra in there, or has he had it before?
Yeah. I don't think he's had it before.
All right, that's a good.
But I don't think Chris will listen to this. Might not be released before he gets here next week. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm just say it all here. I don't know this, but I haven't bought a single one of the beers. I've been collecting them from hockey games.
Really?
Yeah.
Every time somebody's been designated the beer provider.
Right now, I got Coors Light, I got a Modelo, and I got PBR.
Okay. I don't know. Does Kirkland even make beer anymore? Like Costco Kirkland?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm just thinking someone, and I'm gonna get Mick Ultra from Blood. So
yeah,
Ricky. So
this is not a investment of a segment. It's all you all contribute.
I got a
You're
game
all
later,
contributing.
I'm sure I have a game later. I'm sure someone will ask like what they bring, and I should be like, bring out a Corona. Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah,
some Corona.
Yeah, exactly.
You bring Miller Lite.
That actually will be really cool. Like we could get it set up, and what? So you said it'll be what? Mike, Chris.
Yeah, just 3 of us.
3, nice, cool.
Yeah, and I mean it's mostly gonna be like I wanted to have it like with like a tournament. He picks like out of 4, he picks like or out of 2, he picks the winner. It's almost like an eye test, 1 or 2, 1 or 2, and then like until he finds the one that really like this is the worst of the best of the worst, and then complete unbiased opinion.
Yeah, of course, especially from somebody who's never had it. That's so strange to think. Like, I mean, usually if you're partaking in your younger years, you end up getting whatever you can get, and you don't usually have a good supply of money to pull from.
You take
whatever you can get. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
I like that. I mean, that's gonna be fun. I mean, our audience is gonna have something to really look forward to because I think that's gonna be like the first. Is that gonna be like the first like competition stream? Like not competition, really, but like I'm trying to think how to describe it. Because usually, if we taste one drink, like this is kind of like a this or that, right? Kind of feel. So, and it's a lot, and it's like it's all in the moment. So. I think that's going to be really cool.
All right, I text him. And let me start the GoPro. Hold on. Just my backup.
Did you, out of curiosity, when you recorded on the GoPro, did you see how it looked with your angle? Damn, that's a hell of a stain on the pocket there, bro.
My pocket?
You got? Yeah, is that some tzatziki sauce? What do you got going on there?
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. It could be anything at this point, actually.
Oh fuck, man! Were we recording that? Please.
Let me smell it, dude. I think I just did this because this part's wet.
No way.
I think I actually went in my coffee mug. That's what I.
Really?
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's on
is
the
this like
table and I
some
lean
dude?
forward to touch the camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You should do some of that like Deuce Bigelow shit. A little further, a little deeper, so that's
Yeah.
the chest. your, your nipples
Yeah.
start showing.
I mean, yeah. Anyway, fuck. Also, if anybody wants to make gifs or no, or was it not emojis?
Yeah.
Anyone know
For
how to make
Discord.
some for Discord? Yeah. These are
Uh,
well, these are all custom made, but we should make merch. You
oh,
mentioned hat.
I've actually been asked about it a couple times from some people who messaged me directly after I
Really?
made my, impromptu announcement of joining
Just weaseled his
more
way
than
in.
just
Just
I'm
went right in.
yep. They say, they wanted sweatshirts or other merchandise, so I think the hat would be a cool idea. Um, I'm not sure how much the sweatshirts would run for, but I think a hat would be a good
Pens,
start.
right? So these ones I'm wearing and you're wearing were like custom made by a friend of mine on my hockey team, Roddy
Oh,
Bud. Um, and we basically I bought these blanks and then we just kind of we made the logo on them. That's why they have
yeah.
different colors and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
so, but you could go through like a company and get them like a
Mass
bulk order.
produced.
But it
Yeah.
depends on like how much you want, like how many they want to give out, and cheaper. And the more you get, the cheaper it is. So
Well, exactly. Well, the more, and also too, it's the actual. You pay for the, um, for lack of a better term, the stamp, right? The gin and so, like you were able to do it
yeah,
with different colors, which is awesome. But you would be paying for each individual color
unless you
originally.
got them all like the one you're wearing, and say like you all got like black, and it's got the yellow and red.
Yeah, that's the one for sale. That's the one.
Sure.
Like,
And then a custom one is like another. And then this is also like, are you making people pay for it? Because I made these for like close listeners. Like when we
of
we had
course.
like we don't have many now, but we had like 5 people listening. So I was like, hey, I'll make you a hoodie.
Hmm.
By the way, I'm sorry, Gil Tinoco. I still haven't mailed yours. It's been about 2 years. So,
2 years.
and I think Ben has. I was supposed to send one too, and I haven't. So, okay, they'll get there. Christmas time. How about that? Christmas gift on me. I got you.
Yeah, well, your buddy who does it, is that something that he does as like a hobby, or is it something
So
that he
he
does?
was doing. He was trying to do like a clothing store on
Hmm.
Etsy and stuff. We kind of popped him a little bit in here, like a little bit of. I think it was llama cards or something like that. Was his name, his username. I'm not sure if he's really doing the clothes anymore. He was
Mm.
selling Pokemon cards
Oh,
for a while. Like
okay.
he'd find some on eBay that were like he was like restoring some as well. So he'd find
Wow. How do you get
yeah,
into that?
he found like a tool that would help you like refurbish the holographic and stuff. It's pretty cool actually. He did one that looked brand new, like and
Wow.
you know
I wonder what happens with that with when it comes to grading. Does that mess up any of the
I mean
evaluation
I'm
process?
sure it's like not. I'm sure you don't get as much money if it was just like pure. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But
Yeah.
like I bet like if you were just like, hey, almost like new, like this tier below maybe, like
May bump you
not
up a point,
yeah,
half a point.
yeah. That's a whole different world, man. Like I traded my Pokemon cards. I gave I gave them to him, right?
Hmm.
Because he had a store and he was selling them. And I tried to give him to like Second Charles. They didn't really give me any money for it.
Yeah, you had that
But
app, right? That allowed you to take pictures and see how much
yeah,
they
you
were
remember when I
worth.
was doing that? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You just scan them in and get the value. And then like a lot of comic book stores weren't really taking them. I don't know why. Taking a
Hmm.
lot of Magic cards, but not Pokemon cards. And then he was like, "I'm opening up a shop. I have a shop. I want to do that." So I told him, "Hey man, you sell them. I take half. You take half. I don't care. You
Yeah.
take half for doing all the work. I just take half for owning them." And then made a cool couple hundo.
Yeah.
Probably not as much as I should have made if I went like graded them out and stuff. But like
Hmm.
hard to do that shit. But yeah, if anyone's looking out, I'll get his name out. and pop them again. And that's our sponsor. You know, we don't get any money from them. Again, Genesova doesn't really give a shit about. We do give a shit about money. Okay,
Yes.
but we just give free pop outs, free shout outs.
Yeah, right.
It's like Jimmy John's, you know, your favorite. Free shout
smells.
outs.
Free smells.
Yeah. Free
Fuck Jimmy
sponsorship.
John's.
Right?
Hot take. Fuck Jimmy John's.
Nobody really likes Jimmy John's.
No.
But I'd rather take Jimmy John's than Subway.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, if it's there, and that's what I need. Here's something for you. I don't know if you ever had like a Wawa gobbler.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
shout out Scheidegg, my boy Brian.
hold on.
He loves the gobbler.
So
and I'm not talking about the sandwich.
Ooh. The Wawa gobbler has been a hometown favorite down here for quite a long time. And when they say it's, the gobbler's back, everybody kind of rushes to Wawa to get one. But my brother Bobby, he's a big fan of Jersey Mike's, which I am not a fan of. I don't know why he's so infatuated with it, but Jersey Mike's apparently has a gobbler, and he says it's better than Wawa. And then as literally that day, the day he texted me that Jersey Mike's had a gobbler, I'm coming over the bridge out of Philly home, and there's a big Primo Hoagie sign that says, we have a gobbler. And I was like, what the hell, man? Like, this is so now I'm very interested in trying.
I'm kind of surprised it's taken like this long for other people to like compete.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's just a hot turkey sandwich with the fixins on top. Like, I was doing that in elementary school when it was hot turkey.
I did it in my fucking refrigerator, dude. Like,
yeah, it's the late night.
It's kind of weird that doesn't happen more often. Like, it's always Thanksgiving. Why not, like, the Saturday night sandwich? It's like everything I made all week on bread. You see here, I got a steak. I got some Salisbury steak. I got spaghetti,
mashed potatoes.
Yeah, mashed potatoes. I got some green beans on here. Got a little bit of pizza as well.
Yeah, I mean,
and then a little bit of Chinese to top it off.
Oh man,
doesn't sound that.
And
bad,
that's like the au jus. It's like the au jus, the wonton soup. You just dip it in.
The sweet and sour. Just oh my god, it's a palate cleanser.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, you're gonna be cleansed, all right.
Something will be cleansed. So, Billy, you're recording and everything, right?
Yes, yeah. It was pretty much. It's funny. I ended up looking right before I started talking about the gobbler. So unfortunately, it may just be the audio for the earlier part because I really didn't know where we were picking back up at. Mm-hmm. But it did pick up. So if you're looking for a clip for gobbler, it does have that one.
Well, I mean, you are recording. That's fine.
Okay. Yes.
Right? Yeah. So one of your favorite. I'm trying to think of topics, right? Mm-hmm. And I thought maybe one thing that, like, you enjoy a lot is theme parks. A lot of people enjoy theme parks, let's be real. But I think you try to be... What's the word I'm looking for? And not aficionado. A sommelier.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we've been to, not as many as some, like, with YouTube channels who love them and go around and talk about it. But I feel like the amount of time, like the amount of free time that Carly and I have had where we able to do stuff, we've spent a lot of our time going to theme parks as we've been just kind of positioned in a good spot where like hell, if it's a good walk. Number one, walking around a theme park, it's good exercise alone. Visual stimulant, you got stuff going on. The food, I mean, it's hit or miss. It depends on where you go. So it was just, we always enjoyed going, and we love roller coasters. I love roller coasters. I love the shows that they'll put on. Like when we were in Virginia, Busch Gardens, I mean, we were only 25 minutes away. I would just text Carly at the end of the workday, hey, you want to go to Bush? And we'd go to Bush. But I mean, there's just something about it. I don't really mind big crowds, but usually because it's just us, we can navigate around and do what we want to do and then decide whether or not we want to do something else or say, just do it another time. I think it's a good investment for people if you get like the annual or the season pass, because then you can just go whenever you want. I feel like you end up spending more going once or twice for single day tickets and parking than you ever would if you just got an annual pass for most places. I mean, hell, Six Flags, it's like $70 for the entire year, and it comes with free parking. Meanwhile, single day tickets like $45. So I know a lot of people that don't like to put up that much money up front. I get it, but if you're looking for, especially with kids, it's like, okay, I understand maybe it's a lot up front, but you've given them something to do for the entire year.
Right. I mean, like, how far is Six Flags from you guys?
It's about 35, 40 minutes.
So it's always funny to me. Like, I grew up here most of the time, and like, you get kind of used to like Busch Gardens being like that close, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Don't really think about how like some people, it's like nowhere near. You know, like they got to travel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They may go to Universal one time in their whole life. And
Yeah.
Carly and I have been probably over 150 times in the last 4 years alone. And I'm not even joking. Just because it was so close and we had the annual pass. During COVID, it was only open to pass holders. And you're talking 5-minute wait times. It's like, well, why not go? We can't do anything else, and that's what's open.
Oh, you love theme parks.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm trying to get somebody to call in for a question. Let me
Okay.
get the. But anyway, how many theme parks do you think you've been to? Do you
Let's
think you've
see.
been to at least 5?
Yes.
Do you
Now,
think
if you count like, because Six Flags has their own little shtick. It's like the same brand name, but they bought a older park.
Mm-hmm.
Like Six Flags Great Adventure used to be called just Great Adventure, and it was a New Jersey theme park. So, or like Six Flags over Georgia, that was a Georgia theme park for a while.
I guess
think
like yeah, every Six Flags is probably like different, right?
just a little bit different. They do have a lot of copy paste Batman and stuff like that.
Oh, hold
But
on.
I would say definitely over 5 theme parks I've been to.
Hello,
Oh, we have a call in.
we have a call in.
Yes, my question is any of you guys wipe your ass standing up?
Oh my goodness.
That's a good one. That's a very
It is.
philosophical question. My follow-up question before I answer yours, of course. Are your cheeks clenched?
Mm.
No, I would say if you're wiping in any setting, your cheeks are spread open.
Any setting, but I mean, I think when I stand up, my cheeks tend to come together.
Okay.
I don't think I try not to, but I would say, what position do you wipe in is more important.
Yeah, we need a baseline here.
Because is it like a yoga pose?
Is it just a little tilt over to the side? Just enough just to reach the hand back there, or what?
No, I sit on a toilet and I wipe front to back.
Front to back, yeah. That's at least good.
I just get my hand under my nuts and just kind of swipe back. I guess my follow up to this question is if somebody told you that they wipe standing up, do you shun them from all public settings?
I mean, whatever you do in the stall, man, it's all you. However you clean, just wash your damn hands.
Just wash your damn hand. I think I don't know what they're doing in there. That's the scary part, you know, like
there's a lot going on.
Because yeah, man, I don't know how to answer this.
Yeah, I don't think you're going
Do
to
I shun them from every bathroom?
Well, not bathroom, so just like social settings. So like, would you still continue to associate with this person?
How do you know they did it though?
Did they tell you?
Yes, this came up as a I don't know, a topic at work.
This came up as a Q&A in a podcast.
Oh my goodness. This came up at work. Oh, so somebody was like,
"Oh, this is real?"
Yes.
Get out of here.
I,
It's me. I'm the one who shit standing up. That's what he's about to say.
we were talking about, do you wipe front to back to front? Do you kind of kind of scooch over to the side? And one of the guys, he wiped standing up, and I feel like you just stop interacting with this person.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so one thing I will say though, did he have a defense?
No.
You know, was he just like, I just do it for fun?
I don't know. We kind of just ridiculed him for 10 minutes.
Good idea. Let him know he's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, unless is that the way he learned? Is that?
Yeah, I don't know if he was sheltered his whole life, but what a crazy world we live in.
Yeah. Others' bathroom habits are definitely should be kept to themselves. I guess it was you guys asking the question, right?
We got another caller here. Feel my dong. Go ahead and ask away.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
It's like a two-parter.
Hey, thanks for calling, by the way.
question-
We're glad to hear from you.
Thank you. My first question is, which presidential candidate, what type of gin would they first choose, and which one would have a dumber choice? So Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, what do you think their brands of gin are? And then which one would you laugh at when you heard that brand?
And because I don't want to really get political on here.
Well, it's not like a political thing. It's a simple, like if they had a gin of choice, what would be their gin of choice?
I mean, if you go off of at least, I guess, how they describe things themselves, I would say probably Kamala Harris would be like, the Gordon's like house gin for them. And then she would try to explain it and laugh and say how it smells like flowers, but it really doesn't. Then Trump would just talk about how beautiful, like his own companies. He decided to make a gin one time and it just didn't work out. Right. It was the best gin ever.
I love it.
I think that would probably, without getting too further into it, that would probably be the best description for it.
I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Trump would be like the most expensive, right?
Yeah, it was the best gin. It was
Which, by the way, fun fact, will never appear on this podcast because we're poor. So, yeah. Anything else, my dong? Filling up?
Yeah. Oh, to follow that up with, what is the drink of choice y'all are doing today? Ooh, have y'all made a specialty drink today, or is today just a Discord day?
Today's just kind of a Discord day. We had a beer. Billy got up in New Jersey. It's a pumpkin beer. So we
in my hot dog mug.
Yeah.
It was there's a local brewery down in Cape May where I'm from that they did a pumpkin beer this year. They touched up their recipe from the last couple of years. It wasn't very good then, but now they've really got the right concoction down where it's not too pumpkin-y. It's just enough spice. I was telling Zach, I've enjoyed it quite a bit. Definitely would get again. We've had it at the house, had it at the brewery. So if I don't know if they have it down y'all's way yet. It is in the tri-state area, but I know Zach. I don't know if Zach still has any left. We sent some home with Terry, producer Bandy's mom, last time she was up. So that was pretty much the drink we were talking about. Oh, producer mom. That's right.
I guess it's Aunt Mom, or it's producer Aunt to you. So
Yeah, producer Ant.
Producer Ann.
yeah, because I don't know if you guys know, but Billy here is producer Brandy's cousin. So yeah. Might have mentioned it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah, man. It's we're not getting that big, dude. More family. Oh, hello.
Yes.
I thought there was another question. I hear voices.
Sorry.
That's you, bro? Okay. No, man, no worries. I thought
That was
like
my podcast. I was listening to fantasy podcast. I've been getting my shit
Excuse
pushed
me?
in every week.
You're not listening to us? No.
I do listen to you guys. I'm a faithful fan since day one.
Awesome.
Right. I will say though, that's another thing. Damn, I didn't mention it earlier, but I'm trying to get a fantasy branch off of this fantasy football pod. Would you listen?
Of course I would. I always need somebody else to make my decision for my lineups. I can.
That's
never
right.
Make,
And then you can blame them for
I
all.
can
I
always
was gonna
play
say
somebody else.
I'm tired of blaming myself.
Yeah.
I gotta blame something.
That's the thing
looking
about
up
fantasy
online.
football, dude. I'll be studying. I'll be spending hours. I might get drunk one night and just like Hail Mary it. No matter what I do, and it always pisses me off because it's me that made the decision. But if I have people in podcasts I can blame, doesn't mean I'm gonna stop listening to them. Just means I'm gonna be like, "Fuck you" every week.
Every
That's
week.
right. I mean, they did it, not you, bro. I mean, for real. That's how I think. And then I'm like, I should never listen to this guy again. And then fucking Wednesday, I'm reading the articles again, like nothing ever changed. Oh man, that was good. It's good. Any I mean, before you, I don't know what you got going on. You got any questions? You want to just fire them away? Feel my dong.
Yeah. Let's see.
What you munching on?
Oh yeah, what you munching on?
We're gonna ask you a question. Listen, you guys thought this was a Q&A where you ask questions? No, we ask you questions.
This is more of like a technical thing, so I can plan it on my calendar. How often are you guys doing the Discord? Is it every Sunday?
We haven't really discussed it yet, but I mean, if that's something.
This was the first time we're actually doing the live Discord, and it was more or less like a trial period, just to see how it worked. If we can get it where we have like an actual live show time, that would be pretty fucking cool.
I'm kind of digging it, honestly, with the questions. So, just kind of keep going with it. I think. Would you think that'd be a good idea?
As long as you had like a set time that you think people would be free. If you're trying to get some of those folks that go to the church crowd, it might be a little tough, but 10 a.m. is
do we appeal to the
time.
Yeah. My question is, do we appeal to the church crowd?
I don't know.
There's
a lot of church folk out there. I don't know. Or
you're right.
They appeal to you. Maybe they want to listen to you while they're hearing about Jesus.
Hey, to me, they're family. No, I say not. I mean, I think I like this idea that you could call in and then we build the community, because that's what we're all about, right? It's all about just hanging out with your boys and just having a good time.
Yep.
Kid, I'd rather listen to you guys talk than a podcast if I'm driving all over the place selling houses.
How's that going for you? How's the market? Do people need to buy? Do they need to sell?
I'm at 26 houses this year, which I'm pretty proud of.
That's awesome, man.
Pretty good.
Market is a buyer's market for sure. Obviously, value has gone up in the past 3 years on houses by at least 10 to 13%, which is really sick for sellers. But obviously, cuts out a lot of those non-qualified buyers. So kind of the counter argument to that is you have to give a little bit more to convince a buyer to buy your home as opposed to someone else, unless your house is just so dank that you don't have to really give anything. But right now we're seeing a lot of sellers that are giving a lot to sell their home, but they're still clearing between 50 to 150,000, and that's a good day if you've only had your house for a few years.
Now, would you say the problem with the current market is if you have, sure, you can make a lot of money off of selling your house, right? but where do you go? Like if this was, I feel like this market is for people who had investments in housing for years, and they're like, man, I'm 50, 60 years old. I would love to retire. Let me sell this house I bought for 185K for 600 and call it a fucking day.
Yeah.
Is that pretty much what the market is?
No, that's a great question. I would argue that yes, it's definitely that investor time, but that's all because of COVID. COVID's what really did that. If COVID wouldn't have happened, everything would probably be a lot lower than it is right now. And people capitalized on it that have been holding houses. But you got to think, like, what's the argument to be made in 2008 when predatory lending was happening, right? In that time frame, folks were getting loans left and right like nobody's business. But if you were smart with your money, then post 2008 when that crash happened, you're probably buying investments left and right, or you should have been, right? I mean, I was in 5th grade, so for me, it kind of was like, fuck you. But anybody in that time frame that maybe waited to buy a house.
I mean, man, you lazy fuck. What the fuck were you doing?
I know. Should have been in the shop somewhere. But I mean, like, the argument's always going to be made that it comes and goes. I think what a lot of people are hoping for is another big crash. And if you look at like the history of real estate, at least in America, there's only been like 3 major ones. One was in the 70s, one was in like the mid 90s, and then the biggest one to date is like 2008, because COVID isn't really a crash. COVID's kind of a scream. So, I mean, sure, it is for investors, but where are you going to go? Rent is just as expensive as buying a house. So, unless you're going to live somewhere, and legally I can't say anything other than unless you're going to live somewhere that you probably wouldn't want to live, rent is going to be just as expensive as buying. And the only difference is that you hope you're just going to make your money back. I mean, I hate the word equity. I love it and I hate it. I hate the word equity because in a lot of people's mind, equity is, I got all this extra money saved up. But realistically, it's like a glorified savings account. Every time you pay down your principal amount on your home every month, right, that $300-$500, unless you're making extra payments, that's just money that you're hoping to get back when you sell your house, so that instead of losing all your money to rent, you're getting it there. So, in a very roundabout way of answering your question, I still think it's a buyer's market, and I think that, I mean, I have 3 listings 2 right now that I'm pretty sure the seller would give just about anything without like cutting his profits down completely to help get the house sold. So I think that it's still investor world, but it's also it's also buyer friendly, and everybody cares about interest rates, right? That's the big thing. And I could talk about interest rates all day, but basically I think that as long as you're in that 5 to 6.5 range with the interest right now, you're in a good spot, because we're not going to see 2% again unless another epidemic happens. Not anytime soon.
Brother,
sorry, I know I talked a lot, fellas. I didn't mean to take over this.
No.
Sorry, shout out, my man. Go see him for a house. I was going to say the more important question is, when are you coming back on?
Dude, I'm ready to come back on when y'all want to have me. I'm ready to laugh and talk about stuff. I love this podcast, man. I posted on it like the first week you guys went live.
That's right,
I got
man.
stickers all over my body. I might have to tattoo Jen and Sofa on my body somewhere.
Okay, where would you tattoo it?
Yeah, that's a good take.
Are we going for visibility, or are we going for shock factor?
My left quad, somewhere where I could wear chubbies, and like it's summertime and you just see Jen and Sofa and they're like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Why are you looking at my dick, bro?"
It's free advertising, man. Yeah. Love it. Love to hear it.
Yeah,
all right. Well, I gotta hop off, fellas, but thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for coming on.
My dong.
All right, bye-bye.
Later.
That was good. It's good.
Yeah, it is. It's funny. I know we didn't want to really get into real estate with it, but it's funny that he says that, just because the amount of people I've known who are, at least in the last year or two, who bought a house, overpaid by a lot, the inspection went to shit, and now they're 30 to 40K extra to fix whatever problem the inspector missed on purpose, pretty much. Maybe not on purpose. I'm not going to make that accusation, but it's something that should not have been missed. And it's like, to me, it's just such a scary market to be in when you're paying for a house that ain't worth what it is. And if it was that much money, it would have been renovated and taken care of regardless of the age. I've just seen so many horror stories with people now that I don't know if it's tough.
It's tough. It's okay. It's life, though. It is what it is.
Yeah, right.
I think it sucks, but you just gotta keep waiting it out. Sorry, just keep getting. I'm currently perfect. Perfect timing. This guy said, I was like, call in. Hold on. Who we got here? We got a new caller here. Swaggy P's back. Go ahead, Swaggy P.
Yes. If you guys could live in the world of any fictional TV series, movie, or book, which fictional world would you guys live in?
It's a good question.
The world, right? It doesn't matter, like, the character. Okay. Billy got one?
I mean, I'm going to be a little biased here. I would say probably the Wizarding World, honestly. I just always thought that's just childhood nostalgia there. I think it would be awesome to have the ability to, have. Well, I guess the question is, am I just living there as I am and I can't partake in any of the
like their
stuff going on?
Shit?
Yeah. I'm just living there.
I reckon you can do whatever you want.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I would say the Wizarding World. I think the ability to, have just a cool magical life would be neat. Either that or I think South Park would be pretty funny too. A bunch of just craziness all the time.
Do you have one, Mike?
Me?
Yeah.
I'd like to be a wizard.
I don't know why he said it now. I'd like to be a wizard.
I'd probably live in the Harry Potter world.
Okay. Yeah. I was going to say, I don't know, man. I don't know why it appealed to me like Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. All right.
But only if I was like good. Like you said, if only I had talent. Or like a Mortal Kombat. Although I keep thinking about it, not really a great place to live.
Well, I mean, it seems like every fictional place that's had any sort of like value to its story has a lot of shit going on that you wouldn't want to be around.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Unless you're in the Shire with nothing going on in Lord of the Rings. Like, oh yeah, we're just chilling.
Again, they lived in the Shire and they end up going on this fucking journey anyway. So they weren't that innocent or hidden. But I was gonna say it's funny that we picked kind of like places not based on like being like utopias. We just picked places that we could be powerful in. You know?
That's true.
Well, I got a question for you, Mike. Can you see our video at all?
I can see Billy.
Oh, you can't see me?
No.
Why not?
It says your video is muted.
What? That's weird.
I see you.
My camera's on. Oh, now yours is on.
Yeah, now yours is on. Hey there.
What you see me now?
Yeah.
Hello.
That's what I wanted it to.
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to take the video off now.
Can you see me though?
Yeah, he's
on. Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's crazy. It seems like he was
Sheldon. You have the floor.
What?
What? What's up,
hear you.
man? You got a question?
Yeah. Out of the following three players, who would be first to win a Lady Bing?
Lady Bing, okay.
Matt Cook, Ulf Samuelson, or Marty McSorley?
Billy, you want to give him? You're a big hockey guy too.
I'd probably say Matt Cook.
There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
I'd say Ulf Samuelson.
I don't know. I'd say Matt Cook. I'm going with the underdog here.
No,
I feel like Matt Cook
absolutely not. That is the incorrect
murder
answer.
Okay.
Well, I know
you asked me. I'm sorry.
Dude literally tried to murder Mark Savard on national television.
He's a hero.
What about Marty McSorley then?
Oh, Marty McSorley too. And then shout out my man, convicted felon Craig McTavish too.
Craig McTavish is a convicted felon?
Yeah, he killed somebody.
Oh my goodness.
I guess that'll get you.
Yeah, vehicular manslaughter.
We just had a question from Swaggy P. If you could live in a fictional land, I'm gonna throw this out to you too as well. If you could live in any fictional world or land, what would you pick?
Huh.
Never heard of that one.
Maybe the Mushroom Kingdom. That sounds fun.
Oh, okay.
Mario.
I don't know.
Okay.
Either Mushroom Kingdom or somewhere fun.
Oh, so you went fun? Okay.
Uh,
I can't think of anything fun though. Like, what's a fun place? I don't know why I'm having.
Kingdom's definitely a fun place. That's for sure.
But what side would you be on? I almost entitled to maybe think about being on like Bowser's side.
You know, he talks a big game, but he always shits the bed at the end. So,
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, thanks for the question.
Yeah, I'm gonna go shower and go to work now. Sorry I can't play today. They decided out of all the days to give me a full shift, it was the one day that I'm supposed to play. So,
right.
you guys can call it a bomb threat to Kroger if you want, but I don't know if that's
No.
We'll do it through Discord. How about that? Perfect. They'll never track us down.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. We'll try our best without you. I don't know how we'll handle it, but we'll do it.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go shower and go to work now. All right. I'll see y'all
later.
Yeah. I'll tell you. It's a little. I see Swaggy P down here. When he turned on his camera, he's actively in the bathroom. So I'm pretty sure he's the one who was ridiculed for it brought it. Were you the one wiping?
We should ask them the question.
I know.
Man. How are you wiping your ass today?
Exactly, yeah. On the spot.
What was that noise?
Sorry, guys. I'm still here. I'm just chilling.
I thought
I'm a little under the weather. That's why I'm taking a bath right now.
You're in a bath.
You're taking a bath. Okay.
Okay. Soaking it up. Any salt in there?
No, I didn't have any Epsom salt.
Well, hello. Okay. I have a delivery.
Oh.
Yeah. This is the beer. Brandy? That was producer Brandy.
Hey, Brandy.
We talked about this earlier, but this is the beer that Billy's drinking. It's backwards. So you have
it's not backwards. It's good.
It's not backwards?
No, it's not backwards for me.
That's fucking weird. Pumpkin ale. What do you got in that bath, man? Mr. Bubble?
I just have warm water.
No soap.
No, I feel like a lizard right now. I'm just soaking up all the warmth.
Yeah. Oh, you got your candles going or anything? You one of those teak numbers you put down?
That requires too much effort. I literally turned the bath on and crawled in.
Yeah, I've seen you. I've usually seen you hungover in a bathroom. Not really like sick, but.
How big's your tub? Is it like an awkward soak? Is it an awkward soak for you right now, or is it just for the sake of it, or is it comfortable?
It's a relatively large oval. However, I can't fully stretch out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but you gotta put the dong somewhere. Right?
I was going to say it's got to hang over the side, right?
You gotta put the dong on the sill.
I guess I'll paint a picture. I like to put my back on the bottom, and then put my feet up against the wall.
Oh, okay. Tell me more.
Yeah.
Oh,
how deep is the water?
I don't know, 1.5 foot.
Go on. I'm gonna say something here. I don't remember the last time I took a bath. Not saying shower. I was saying showers.
Yeah.
I meant bath.
I mean, I feel like I've taken a shower after I've had a bath because I don't feel clean. It just feels like dirty water.
What?
Like if I took I've probably taken like maybe one bath in the last 10 years, and like at a hotel because it had the ability to. Like a lot of our places only had stand-up showers, so I didn't really have a tub. Okay. And even if we had a tub, it wasn't big enough. So like I was like, oh, let me take a bath. And we got a big tub. Let's see how this is. And then I was just like, I feel like a soup Like it just felt like I was boiling in soup. And I was like, I'm just going to take a shower because I don't feel clean at all. But I could understand for like not feeling well, like just sitting in hot water. That would probably be good. But I feel like the temperature drops immensely once you get in, and you have to keep topping it off. The water, that is. That's all you.
Well,
go ahead.
The good thing for me is I have a tankless water heater, so
Okay.
I just run that bitch and open up the drain, and
it's a tankless job, isn't it? Got him. Tankless. Get it?
Yeah.
How long do you sit in there till you get pruny?
I don't know. I've been here maybe an hour.
That's about, I think, long enough to get pruny.
Yeah. Easy.
I'm be real. I have no desire to move right now, so I don't know how I'm gonna be. Maybe somebody needs to call me in a couple hours to see if I'm still doing okay.
You're still alive.
Yeah. If you just see your logo on the chat room, just sit there for about 3 hours. I'm like, hold on a minute.
Wellness check.
Yeah, keep the video on. Just kidding. We were talking about theme parks, Mike. I know you were a huge Busch Gardens fan back in the day.
Yeah.
You been to Universal?
I've been to Universal a couple times. Yeah. I haven't been recently, so I haven't been. Don't they have like Super Mario World?
They're going to actually. That is good. That's a good thing to bring up because producer Brandy texts you about that. How they have the Epic Universe next year opening up with Super Mario World, and they're like tickets are like I can't remember. It's like $500 a day or something stupid.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's looking at it, they're not offering any like multiple day tickets. You can only go like one day. You can do a park hopper for the other two parks or three parks with the water park, but they're offering only single day tickets for Epic Universe, which I mean, I kind of understand. They want to see as many people as they can have the opportunity. It looked like I didn't think it was 500 a day. I think maybe 500 for the whole thing. Depending on how many days you end up picking with it. But I'm also like hesitant to go so early because I feel like I'm just going to be completely overwhelmed. Like we were talking about earlier with, I don't mind theme parks, but having that COVID experience with a theme park where there was nothing, there was nobody there, it was 5-minute waits, spoiled me. I do not like waiting more than 20 minutes for a ride anymore, unless we're with people who've never done it before. So I know that place is just going to be jamming. It's going to be jamming. So it may be a later in the year, maybe even into 26 trip for us. So.
I think I'm looking forward to the Mario World though. I think
it's going to be awesome. It's going to be phenomenal. The amount of detail that they're putting into it. It's already open. I think it's either open in California or in
there's one in
Japan.
California and one in Japan. So
yeah, that's right. And it just looks so cool. And what's so nice about it too is that they'll have their own park because in everywhere else, I think. Let me see. I think Orlando is the only one that has separate parks, whereas like Universal Hollywood is one park. It's it. There's no Islands of Adventure. There's nothing else. So they're limited in the space that they have. They don't really expand. They just close things and open up something else. So having the ability to have Super Mario Brothers have its own space is going to be really cool.
Cool. I was going to ask like Billy or Mike, if you're still here. I don't know if you drowned yet, but your favorite ride, you know? You got to pick one ride, or we do 5. Let's do 5. Let's do a power ranking of your roller coasters, or you want to do just rides?
Overall, all or just at Universal?
All,
okay. Let's see here. Well, up there, 305 at King's Dominion. El Toro, it's Six Flags Great Adventure, which is a wooden coaster. It's
Are we
fucking
starting
huge.
5? Or are we going 1?
I thought you wanted 5.
Yeah, man. Like, are you going bottom, top, bottom?
Oh no, I'm just spitting my 5.
You're switching.
Yeah, I'm just spitting the 5. So, I loved Big Bad Wolf at Busch
They're coming
Gardens.
back with one, guys.
I know it is. I don't know if I'm going to be lost in the nostalgia like we were at the new Dark Castle ride. That was way underwhelming, but I'm interested to see what they end up doing with it.
It wasn't that bad, but it was pretty.
I mean, it was. I think it would have been fine if there would have been more interactions in it. It was just dark and flashing lights. Like if it had more of the story in it, more, I don't know, stuff inside. It just seemed like, I don't know why I'm in the dark on a roller coaster. It didn't really have much else to it. Yeah, Bad Wolf, Big Bad Wolf is great. Apollo's Chariot is great. Hagrid at Universal, Hagrid's motorbike, and Velocicoaster. Fucking, that's probably my favorite one of all. No doubt.
No doubt. Mike?
Yeah, what's up?
I was just saying, do you have a favorite roller coaster or top 3, top 5? Or...
Okay. So are we doing defunct as well?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes, yeah. I brought up Bad Wolf from Busch Gardens, so.
Well, that's coming back. Wolf's Revenge, I think it's called.
Yeah, we saw that. I'm kind of curious what they're going to do and where they're going to put it. But hey,
it looks like it's going to be in back of Oktoberfest, where the old Bitten
or
was.
Dragon used to be. Yeah.
But it says it's a family ride, so I don't know how aggressive. I mean, I guess Bad Wolf was kind of family-ish. Like, it was not the end of the world.
I thought it was, like, crazy.
Yeah. But then again, Hagrid is considered a family ride, too. And it's freaking cool. So, guess we'll see. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
All right. No worries. Volcano, and this isn't in any order either.
From
Volcano from King's Dominion. Also liked Outer Limits from King's Dominion.
See, I like that one too, and that's what kind of the Revenge of Dark Castle kind of reminded me of. Not as good, but yeah.
The Revenge of Dark Castle, that's the like strata coaster at Busch Gardens.
It's they basically put an indoor coaster where Dark Castle used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't rode that.
Yeah. So. It's okay. It's definitely not as good as like Outer Limits, but Outer Limits is the same thing, right? Where it's like inside and dark.
Right. And then I'd say last 3, Alpengeist. It's classic.
That thing beats the shit out of me now.
Good.
Yeah,
I think it's supposed to. Yeah.
Yeah, it literally. I mean, I always remember like it was just my head would be knocking back and forth, and it that's the last coaster of the day if I am going to ride Alpengeist.
I think it's called Fury at Carowinds.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Fury something, right?
I don't know. It's green. You're supposed to pretend you're like a wasp or some shit like that. I've rode quite a few, roller coasters. I've never been scared shitless, like going up towards the top. Like this one, you were going up. It was getting high, and you're like, okay, we're kind of pretty.
We're still
high
going.
Right, it can drop, and like we were only like halfway up. I'm like, shit, what the fuck are we doing? And, by the time we got to the top, like I don't know, it was kind of getting hard to breathe. Air was getting a little.
Yeah, you can see the moon. You're like, hold on a second.
How many is that?
I don't know.
Okay. I like the Hulk from.
That was.
That's a Zach classic there.
Yeah, I think that was the first roller coaster I rode. the Hulk.
I wasn't ready to just get launched from the get-go. And
that's funny because I think that's like one of the original like launch coasters. I think that wasn't a common thing as it is now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm at 4 or 5 right now, but I'm gonna just go one more.
Yeah, we'll give you one more.
Yeah, we'll give you one.
Verbolten.
Okay.
So it's not very tall. It's not fast. There's no loop-de-loops, but I don't know. That little drop gets me every fucking time, and I know it's coming. You know?
So, fun fact for you here: if you end up making your way down to Universal, the same makers who made Verbolten made the new Hagrid coaster, and it's you got the drop. The drop's there, and it's cool because it's entwined in Harry Potter. You know, with Devil's Snare, you're like caught up in Devil's Snare, and you have to drop through it. But I couldn't believe, like, because when producer and Brandy, me, and Carly went, we saw the drop and then looked it up, and sure as shit, it's the same developer who made it. So if you like Verbolten, you'll definitely like Hagrid if you end up down at Universal again.
I'll probably be there at some point in time in my life. The only problem right now is we want to take the kids to these theme parks. I just don't really want to go to a theme park that actually has like rides I want to ride because probably not going to get to do it. So we're probably going to go to like Disney World or something that we all can
leave them home.
Leave them home. I'm sure Zach would love to play babysitter if you would like.
Oh, I'm going with you. No.
I don't think that would be very well.
Dude's trip to Universal. It's kind of gay. Anyway. Oh man. Okay. Nice list. I guess I'll put mine out. I was gonna say. Well, I don't know what order I want to put them in, but I do think Velocicoaster is top for me.
Okay.
Hulk, nostalgia factor. Although I didn't ride it last time, I didn't even want to. The new Pantheon at Busch.
It's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good. It's unique. Mike, you gotta ride that one. What is
it's
3?
It's on my list.
On your list? That's good. Keep it on your list. I don't mind Hagrid. It's okay. I guess I don't really want to put it on my list though. Fuck it. Verbolten.
Is it because you always ride sidecar?
I don't always ride sidecar. I feel like I'd rather go to Velocicoaster.
Yeah. Then the wait for Hagrid is always ridiculous. It's crazy.
I'm sorry. What is Velocicoaster?
Okay, it's Jurassic World's coaster in Universal. It came out 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, it was like in 21. We were there for the. I think you guys were there too for the opening year.
It's pretty fast. It's pretty good.
A lot of twists, corkscrews, and it has a huge apron that shoots. I mean, it's going fast already, and then it just shoots up ridiculously fast, and then up the apron and over. But
I can't remember the stats, but it's I can't remember the stats, but I know it's pretty up there in speed, like 70 miles an hour, maybe something like that.
Hold on.
But go ahead, Bill.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Pulling up the deets.
Yeah. It goes. Wow, the top hat they call it. I call it the apron. I don't know why I call it the apron, but 155 feet in the air, top hat, 4 inversions, and a maximum speed of 70 miles an hour.
Oh, nailed it! Look at that. It's pretty good.
It actually feels much faster than that, in my opinion, but.
That's also it's one of the rare roller coasters where I feel like riding first row is like beneficial. Like you know what I mean? Like
absolutely,
it doesn't really do anything for you, but this time it's pretty good.
Yeah, and you wait already for it, and it's a couple extra trains sometimes to wait because they allow you to pick the front row if you want it. It's one of like the rare coasters that allows you to pick at Universal.
God damn, why can't I think of like 2 other roller coasters? Did you guys ever ride Hypersonic XLC in King's Dominion?
I'm sure I did. I just don't. It was so long ago that we went.
Mike, have you?
I reckon I did. What did it look like? Where was it in the park?
I can't remember where it was in the park. I just remember it was like it would go. You'd launch. It was a launch coaster. You go up, and like a basically a 90-degree like whoop like that, right? You go right up and down, and then it went around and like had like one up, right? It was like a 15-second ride.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
But it went.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see.
And it went like 0 to 60 in like 2.5 seconds. Like they wouldn't let you put your arms up.
What's the name of it?
Hypersonic XLC. I waited like that's the longest I ever waited for a ride. It was like 2 hours.
Okay. It looks like it's funny. It kind of looks like Kingda Ka at Six Flags.
Drop the stats, Bill.
So I was going to bring up Kingda Ka because of the speed. But let's see here. The height is 165 feet and the speed is 80 miles an hour. It's not as fast as Kingda Ka because Kingda Ka goes up to 126.
Fuck,
0
dude,
to 126. It's up here at Six Flags. If you guys want to come up and ride, it's pretty neat. I'm telling you, it's something. Oh, I've ridden it multiple times. It's pretty cool.
Black out?
I'm sorry?
Did you black out?
No.
Like,
if anything, it's actually kind of strange because out of all of the roller coasters I've been where like a blackout's like come up, like Superman, and like because you're standing like you're actually flying like Superman and you fly backwards. That's kind of like a blackout ride for me. But this one, you're just sitting there and it's so fast. You're just up against the seat.
I can't remember what producer Brandy said she blacked out all the time on. Maybe it's Apollo, or maybe it's Velocicoaster.
I mean, Velocicoaster I think would be more. That would make more sense because Apollo is just fun.
I'm a texter right now. Find out.
I gray out all the time on Intimidator. That would always that first drop into that bank. Yeah, I usually gray out there.
A brown out.
Yeah, what
just shit myself on the
shit my pants.
Just shit my on the way up. It's on the way up when you're waiting. I just shit myself. Everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
But yeah, man. If you look up, if you get a chance, either on your phone but Kingda Ka, the top hat is ridiculously tall. The height is 456 feet in the air, and you go 100, and sometimes it doesn't make it. It doesn't always make it to the over. You get kicked back down, and you got to go again.
I mean, like, I just thought that the Hypersonic was cool, and I didn't know there was anything better than that, but I guess so.
No. It looks cool. I was just curious when you said
does it have the ride length on it?
For Kingda Ka?
No, the Hypersonic.
Let's see, ride length.
What do you like on like?
You're right. You were close. What did you say? 15 seconds?
I said like 16. Yeah, like 15.
It's on the money. 16 seconds.
Holy shit!
Yeah, acceleration 0 to 80 in 1.8 seconds.
God damn,
for
that's pretty good.
And then Kingda Ka, duration 28 seconds, vertical at 90 degrees. Get this, 0 to 126 miles an hour in 3.5 seconds.
Good. That's pretty good. Wow. Yeah.
Now, when let's talk about this then. When you're looking at a roller coaster, what are you looking for? Because Kingda Ka is fun, but I don't think it's like what I look for. I look for something like Velocicoaster, right? Where it's only set, like I said, I thought it was a lot faster, but it's only 70 miles an hour. But it just, everything about it, whether it's the additions with the raptors, the statues, I know you love the intro with Chris Pratt. So that kind of immerses
Chris
yourself
Pratt,
into
man. Fuck him.
it. You know, but yeah, I think with King to there's not even like, I mean, the queue is not even that great. It's just so it's just like, to me, it's like a one and done. I don't need to go back and do it again to
I
experience
think
it.
it's a lot with. Hold on. Oops. A lot of spoiledness I think I get with like Universal. I'm sure Disney's the same way. I've never been there, but like the themes, the queue
Yeah.
lines, the rides themselves, everything is like themed so well that when
Mhm.
you go back to like Busch Gardens or Six Flags, you know, I haven't been there either, but oh man.
Six Flags is
Hey,
bare
what was
bones,
the roller
man.
coaster that you said you blacked out on all the time? It's like coming in, but not. It didn't come through. Say it again.
That one at King's Dominion.
King's Dominion?
That one.
Which one? Was it Hypersonic?
Hypnotic, funky, fresh.
The NASCAR one.
Yeah, 305, right? Yeah, that's definitely a blackout
305.
one.
Yeah, the Intimidator.
She's like, okay, cool. The Intimidator? Yeah, she blacked out on that. Okay. Yeah, like, you go, I haven't been to Six Flags, but like, you go back to these places and like the themes are just not there.
Yeah.
You're kind of like not immersed.
Yeah, we went on when we were at Six Flags, we went to the DC part of the park where the Batman ride is. They have a Dark Knight ride, and it's based off, the Dark Knight movie, and it's like a Tomcat or like a Mousetrap ride. You know those kinds where it like cuts to the right really quickly, and it's like a little cart, like a little roller coaster like that. It's it was that. But the theme was so bad. Like I was like,
yeah,
you wrote "ha ha" in red on the walls, and that's it. Like what the hell? Like that's kind of how I felt with Dark Coaster. Like you had this story that everybody loved, with the original Dark Castle ride, and you said, "Oh, it's a continuation," and you get there and there's nothing. It's like. But to go back to your point, yes, it's the amount of, you kind of do get spoiled, right? When you go to something like a Universal that has a lot of money and puts a lot of money with the IP, and does it the correct way. Because when we went to Six Flags Fright Fest, they had IP houses. They had what was it? They had The Conjuring. They had Saw. They had a couple other things. And it was not as up to. I couldn't believe. Oh, they had Stranger Things too. Now I know.
Yep.
I think we went through the Stranger Things house in Universal, right?
A Universal.
Crazy, crazy. This one, it was. I was like, what the hell, man? Like,
what
you
is
paid?
This? Yeah.
Like, how much did you pay? Number one, to use the like. Is there different tiers of quality that you pay for when you ask for the IP? Like, does Universal pay more because they know they're going to put money into it?
I wonder if you pay for each individual bullshit.
Maybe.
Hello. It's Chris Bread. Chris Bread. You got a question, or you just gonna like? I think they probably pay for like the settings, and they probably pay for like the characters, and then like music and such forth, right? So like, it's all money, man. It's interesting, but it's true. But I was gonna say we came back for House Scream. God damn, I couldn't think of the name.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so like sad.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Shit, I shook everything with my hand. How like they're wearing their Busch Gardens uniforms, in the maze. The maze was like just like a walking thing. There's like no roof to it and stuff. It wasn't like.
Oh, really?
Wasn't great.
Well, I mean, Universal has team members in uniform through it too for safety reasons, to get people out if they have to. But maybe if that was all that was in there and there was like a couple scream actors, that's not good either. I remember Halloween having a lot of open houses, but it was like all like there was one like what the heck was it? Oh man, it was over in Ireland that was always really, really good. I can't remember the name, but it was an outdoor one. But the theme was outdoor, right? Like it had stalks and shit like that. If it's a house that's supposed to be like a haunted house and it's open air, that's not cool.
Oh, it's like they sell it as this like, awesome event.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you go to it and you're like, oh, okay.
No floating pumpkins, man. That I would have walked right out.
There was ghosts.
Down.
There was ghosts.
Oh, were there floating ghosts?
Bro, they weren't lit up though. They were just like, so when it got dark out, you couldn't even see them. You're just like little off up in the trees, and you're like, what the hell is this?
I'm happy you guys found the pumpkin though. When she said no floating pumpkins, no giant pumpkin, I was like, no. I said, what has happened to my Busch Gardens Halloween? What has happened? And it's funny. I was talking with Carly about this. Like, I don't know if it's just because we're getting like a little older, or if and I think this is actually more than likely the case. Halloween is just not that important to a lot of people, like as a moneymaker anymore, other than the candy world. The quality of costumes have gone down. You go to stores, and the amount of stuff that they have is not at least what I felt like it was when I was a kid. Trick or treating, now it's all like trunk or treats for most places.
I wish Mike was still on here, because he does go to church. We just passed like a couple churches that have trunk or treat.
Yeah.
And I was like, isn't that kind of like weird that a church is celebrating Halloween?
I mean,
on their property.
On Halloween?
One of them had it on Halloween, yeah.
I mean, I guess it depends on the denomination.
But yeah, there's like not as much. It is what it is. Like we didn't really decorate here.
Well, it's funny though when I look at Halloween in the Northeast. Halloween's cool. The weather. Yeah, the weather, the leaves change. It looks like fall. It feels like fall. Halloween in Florida, ass. Absolute ass. 85 degrees. It's hot. Nobody's really going. I mean, nobody's setting up their houses like crazy. It's all the fake inflatable stuff. It's not the same kind of vibe. So when I left, it kind of made me have like an understanding. Okay, maybe this is why the Halloween world isn't so like it used to be. But
everyone's just looking to like Christmas instead.
Yeah. Christmas is the big month.
Yeah.
Because I love Halloween. Halloween's my favorite holiday. But I'm just looking outside our windows here and like seeing the leaves change again is really cool.
It gets better more up there than down here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I think might just wrap it up a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I was just looking at the time. I was like, holy cow.
Yeah, no, I looked and I was like, okay, I guess it's probably time to start.
You feel like we got a couple things that would be mashed together, or do you think we'll need another one?
I mean, we might just, it might be a long episode. I might be able to cut maybe some of this and see what.
Well, remember too, there was like a good 10 or 15 minutes of just talking about the setup. So there's definitely some.
Thanks for everyone that called in. Awesome, thanks, appreciate sending us some good questions, some good banter. I mean, that's what we're here for. And that's gonna be the end of this episode. We're gonna post it on the usuals. Just gonna take a minute to edit it and stuff. If you're a fan of what you hear, go check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, any podcast directory. The YouTube, we got videos. The video of this will be up there too. We try and make shorts of them to give you a little laugh. Check us out on Twitch. We're streaming. Check us out. Instagram, X, Facebook, anywhere you can find us. You can even go to www.ginandsofa.com. We have a website with all the links there too. Check us out on the Discord channel where you can call in like everyone else did earlier today. Ask your question.
If you're interested in doing some, or if you want some merch, talk about some stuff that you would be interested in, whether it be like hats, sweatshirts. I know we have some stickers that may be available. We can get them out, get the word out that way. That's a great form of advertising for the show and to represent.
To just give a free sticker with every merchandise.
Every call-in. Oh yeah, there you go.
Hey, call-in. Yeah, there you go.
Every call-in.
Apparently, Brandon's he's getting a tattoo now. Get Brandon's stickers on everything. I was gonna say also, if you do happen to go to like YouTube or anything like Twitch and stuff, just make sure you hit a like on those videos and share it, and it helps the algorithms, all that bullshit. So, and again, you're the reason we're doing this, just to hang out. So just go ahead and check us out. Bill, you got any last words?
No, I don't believe so. Thanks for having me on. It's I think the first live stream or stream that we had went very well. Looking forward to doing some more.
Honestly, we had a good suggestion earlier, maybe making this a little routine kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll find maybe a better time, maybe where people get on, but
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know who wants to. I don't know if like early morning works, or I don't know if you want to wake up with us, but
yeah, waking up with Gin and Sofa. Sounds like an alcoholic, but okay.
But yeah, we'll play with some times and see what works. I mean, we had a couple people come in today, which was cool. Yeah, we look forward to doing some more streams with y'all.
All right,
on multiple platforms. So
that's good. Gin Sofa out.